But I think the biggest danger is just being told a bunch of, just made up nonsense about it, and then thinking that somebody, has authority over that and is telling you those things, that must be real. And
what are some things that you see? Obviously, this medicine's growing popularity, and anything we see, even in the health and wellness space or anything, people try and mass produce it. They try and hold these retreats and do these things, and it kind of like waters down the real quality of it. And then people get involved in these different circles, and it can be dangerous. Like, what do you see? Where do you see that? And like, what other dangers can you see with this medicine? Like, to people be not dangers, but to be aware of, because it is powerful, and like there's a lot of respect that's needed.
yeah, I mean, I think that you're dealing with something unbelievably powerful. And so when you're dealing with something that's actually powerful, and by powerful, I just mean can, rapidly change the way that you experience life very quickly. And so when you're dealing with something like that, you want to have the utmost respect. You want to understand that it's powerful. And so you want to know that you're in a safe place. You want to know that you're with people who are well trained. You want to know that the people there have your best interest at heart. You want to also, be in a place where you can be comfortable enough that you can feel safe in having that experience. And, I think then the biggest thing to do is to allow yourself your own beliefs and your own understandings. Instead of just believing what people tell you, don't, have your own experience and ultimately little by little make sense of that experience. But I think the biggest danger is just being told a bunch of, just made up nonsense about it, and then thinking that somebody, has authority over that and is telling you those things, that must be real. And fundamentally, we just don't think of it that way. We think of these ceremonies as a personal exploration. And so they're not requiring of belief. And so you don't have to, believe in anything before going into it. You just need to be open-minded enough to have the experience. And then, don't give your personal power away. Your personal power is your own, and you don't give it to the plants or anybody else. You sit within it and you cultivate it. And when you're really in a medicine space, in a medicine center, everyone there is for the same reason. They're there for human optimization. They're there for healing. They're there for exploration, growth, and learning. And that's what it's really all about. And all the negative stuff is ultimately about distortion or, playing around with the substances and the mind, and playing with concepts and ideas that may or may not be true or are based in illusion or delusions. And fundamentally, you just want to stay out of that. So, do research beforehand that you're going to a highly recommended, really solid group of people and place for this, and then be open to the experience itself, and just, reserve your own beliefs for your own experience, and always know that you're protected within your heart and within infinite and unconditional love. And then I think you could ultimately have a very positive experience. And the dangers are, simply opening up in places where it's not safe to do so. And so that can be easily figured out by research and talking to the people involved, and, using your gut feeling and your intuition, and trying to get as much research as you can on a place. And, obviously understanding that if a place has been around longer and has a longer history, there's going to be more information on it. There's going to be more positives that are said. There's going to be more negatives. There's going to be a lot more opinion about it. And then you can go through that and see if that place resonates with you based on what other people have said, and based on, their accolades and their criticisms. And then in that openness to opinion, you can see what a lot of people have thought and said about their experience. And then you can guide yourself to a place that's obviously safe and really, really positive for these ceremonies.